Hi friends and students, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss we are going to continue chapter number 9, that is direct proportion and inverse proportion. In our earlier video we have studied about the direct proportion. Also we have solved practice set 37. Now in this session we are going to study about the inverse proportion and we are going to solve the practice set 38. But before moving further, I would like to before moving further, I would like to remind you, please subscribe my channel, like and share my videos, and ask your friend also to share my videos. Now we will start this chapter 9, inverse proportion. In our earlier video, I have told you that what do you mean by direct proportion and inverse proportion. Again, we will study about the inverse proportion. If there are two things, say x and y, and if the value of x is increasing, at the same time the value of y is decreasing, that is inverse proportions. X is going up and y is going down, so it is a nothing but inverse proportion. So we'll take one example. If a vehicle is moving from say Mumbai to Pune, and the distance between them is say 1.5 kilometer, and this vehicle is moving at the speed of 50 kilometer per hour. This is one vehicle, and second vehicle is moving at 100 kilometer per hour. So distance is fixed, there is 1.5 kilometer. This is moving 50 kilometer per hour and this is 150 kilometer. The distance between Mumbai and Pune, say 150 kilometer, and one vehicle is moving at the rate of 50 kilometer per hour and another is 100 kilometer per hour. So here distance is same, but when vehicle moves at 50 kilometer per hour, at that time it takes 1.5 hour. But when that same if the another vehicle is moving at a speed of 100 kilometer per hour, at that time how much it will take?
2.
So 50 kilometer per hour will take 3 hours. 5 3s are 150. So 100 kilometer per hour will take 1.5 hour. So what we observed here, when there is an increase in speed, the required time is gets reducing. So this is a inverse proportional. Like one vehicle is x, another vehicle is y. So it is say x, and this is one vehicle is of x, and it is moving at the speed of 50 kilometer per hour. At that time it takes 3 hours. This is time and this is speed. So when speed is 50 kilometer, at that time it requires 3 hours. When the distance, when the speed is 100 kilometer per hour, at that time it requires 1.5 kilometer hour, 1.5 hour. So it is at direct proportions. So we can solve this problem by drawing a table. So say, what is the common factor here? Common factor here is 150 kilometer. What is the speed? And it is a time. Now we assume that we don't know this 1.5 kilometer. We have to calculate this value. We will assume here as x. So first vehicle is moving at a rate of 50 kilometer per hour. At that time it takes 3 hours. When second moves at 100 kilometer, we don't know what will be the answer. We know the logical answer is 1.5 kilometer, but we will see by solving the inverse proportion how we will get this answer. So this is the inverse proportion, because speed is less, more time is required. When speed is more, definitely there will be less time, but how we are going to calculate this? So we will write it as this is a inverse proportion. This is a inverse proportion. So this is a inverse proportion. So how we are going to calculate this value? In direct proportion, what you have done? We have taken the ratio of, say, this value upon this value. Here we have to take the multiplication. 50 by 3 is equal to 100 by x, because the common factor is 150 kilometer. Here is also 150 kilometer. What we have to achieve? This is 150 kilometer. So we have to take the product of this to achieve this target. Similarly, we have to take product of this to achieve this target. So we have to multiply 50 by 3. The answer will come 150 kilometers. Similarly, 100 into x. What will be the answer? So it is 150 is equal to 100x. So x is equal to 150. We will shift this 100 at left hand side. So 150 divided by 100. 5 2s are 10. 5 3s are 15. So x is equal to 3 by 2. What will be 3 by 2? 3 by 2. So x is equal to 3 by 2. 3 by 2 nothing but 1.5. How? This is 3 by 2. So we have to divide 3 by 2. 2 1s are 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Then point. We have to get a point. Then 2 5s are 10. Answer is 0. So its value is 1.5. So logically we know the answer is 1.5 hour. So how we have, but by solving this problem we can get the same answer, that is x is equal to 1.5. So we have to solve all the inverse proportion problem like this only. Now we will move to the actual practice set 38. So first problem. What is the first problem? 5 workers take 12 days. Problem number 1 is 5 workers take 12 days to weed a field. How many days will 6 workers take and how many will 15 take? So what we will do? We will draw 5 workers take, say the solution is 5 workers take 12 days. Then how many days 6 workers will take? 6 workers say take x days. Then how many? 15 takes. 15 workers y days. Now you have to write down this in tabular form. So this is the table. First of all you have to write so here you will write workers, here you will write days. Now what is the common purpose for what they are doing? To weed a field. So common factor is here, weed a field, weed a field. So when 5 workers work, at that time 12 days required. When 6 workers work, how many days required? Say x. When 15 workers work, then y days required. So if you see, when there is a increase in the workers, there should be a decrease in the working days. So for 5 workers, it required 12 days. जब भी वहाँ पे 6 वर्कर रहेंगे तो डेफिनेटली 12 से कम दिन लगेंगे. So 5 workers take 12 days, 6 workers will take x and 15 workers will y. So this is a inverse proportion. This is inverse proportion. So inverse proportion, what we are going to do? We have to take multiplication of this. That is 5 into 12 is equal to 6 into x is equal to 15 into y. So for this inverse proportion, we will take first these two equations. Then we will take these two equations. So first equation is 5 into 12 is equal to 6 into x. So therefore 12 5s are 60 is equal to 60x. So x is equal to 60 upon 6. 6 will come here, so it will be, so x is equal to 6 1 is 6, 6 10 is 60, so here answer is 10. Okay, so 6 workers will require how many days? 6 workers will require 10 days to weed a field. Now we have to calculate value of y also. So you say this is the equation 1. From equation 1, you can also write here from equation 1. We will take second these two equations together. 5 into 12 is equal to 15 into y. So therefore 12 5 is 60 here. This is 15y. So y is equal to 60 upon 50. This 15 1 is 50, 15 4 is 60. So y is equal to 4. So 6 workers will take 10 days to weed a field, and then 15 workers will take 4 hours to weed the field. So we have to write the answer. Say 6 workers will take 10 days to weed a field, and 15 workers answer. Hope you understood it. Hope you have understood this problem. Now we will move for the second problem. In second problem, they have written Mohan Rao took 10 days to finish a book, reading 40 pages every day. How many pages must he read in a day to finish it in 8 days? Problem second, then solution. What is the solution? Mohan Rao take 10 days to finish a book, reading 40 pages every day. Reading, Mohan Rao took 10 days. So in days, so Mohan Rao take 10 days. (40 pages per day. Mohan Rao take 10 days and 40 pages per day. So he will complete one book. So how many pages he must be read per day to complete a book? Say we will say X. Mohan Rao take 10 days to complete. So Mohan Rao take 10 days to read a complete book when he reads 40 pages per day. So he required to complete it in 8 days. So how many pages he should read per day? So we can put it in tabular form. What is the common here? Book. Reading a book. Reading a book is a common. So you don't have to just have to write this. We will write here days and pages. Days and pages. So how many days? In 10 days he complete 40 pages. In 8 days, how many pages? Is 40 pages per day. So how much he should read per day for completing the book in 8 days? So this is a inverse proportion. How it is inverse proportion? When there is a 10 days, he required 40 pages per day. Definitely when there is a less days, he has to read more pages per day. He has to read more pages per day. So this is a inverse proportion. So what we will write? This is 10 into 40 is equal to 8 into x. So therefore here is become 10, 40 times 400 is equal to 8x. So therefore x is equal to 400 divided by 8. 8 ones are 8, 8 5s are. So x is equal to 50. 8 5 are 40 and 0. Sorry. So x is equal to 50. So what will be the answer? How many pages must he read in a day to finish it in 8 days? He, Mohan Rao, must read 50 pages. So Mohan Rao must read 8 pages in 8 days to finish a book. This is the final answer. Hope you might have understood this. Now we will solve problem number 3. Mary cycles at 6 km per hour. How long will she take to reach her aunt's house, which is 12 km away? If she cycles at a speed of 4 km per hour, how long will she take? So Mary is going his aunt's house by cycle, and cycle is he is running cycle at 6 km per hour. So we will say for 6 km per hour it will require x hour to x hour for 12 km. For 6 km per hour she required x hour for 12 km to travel. To travel 12 km. Mary requires 6 km per hour. Mary is going 6 km per hour, so she will require x hour to travel 12 km. 12 km is the distance she has to travel to reach her aunt. Now, if she cycles at a speed of 4 km per hour, if she cycles at 4 km per hour, say she will take y hour to travel 12 km. So we will put it in tabular form. What is the common? 12 km is a common. 12 km is a common. 12 km is a common. Now here is a speed. 6 km per hour is the 3 meter speed, and this is the time. When she travel at 6 km per hour, it will say she will take x hour to travel 12 km. If she travels 4 km per hour, she will take y hours to travel 12 km. So if you see, when she speed at 6 km per hour to go up to 12 km distance. So distance to reach Mary to her aunt's house is 12 km. So definitely if the speed is more 6 km per hour and she has to travel 12 km, definitely she will take less time as compared to 4 km per hour. So this is a inverse proportion. So this is a inverse proportion. So therefore 6 into x is equal to 4 into y. And what is the product? 12 km. We can say here distance is equal to speed into time. Distance is 12 km, speed is 6 and 4, and time we have to calculate. So we will take these two equations first. So therefore 4 into y is equal to 12 km. So y is equal to 12 upon 4. 4 ones are 4, 4 threes are 12. So y is equal to 3. Similarly, then we will take these two equations. Is 6 into x is equal to 12. So x is equal to 12 upon x. So x is equal to 2. 6 on the 6, 6 to the 12. This is the answer. When Mary travel at a speed of 6 kilometers, she required 2 hours to reach her aunt's house. When she cycles at a speed of 4 kilometers per hour, she required 3 hours to reach her aunt's house. So Mary require say first 2 hours to reach aunt's house when she cycles at the rate 6 kilometers per hour. She require 3 hours to reach aunt's house when cycles at the rate 4 kilometers per hour. This is the answer of this question. Hope you might have understood this question. Now we will move further. We will solve problem number 4. We will solve problem number 4. The stock of grain in a government warehouse lasts 30 days for 4,000 people. How many days will it last for 6,000 people? The stock of grain in a government warehouse lasts 30 days for 4,000 people. So for 4,000 people, stock of grain will last for 30 days. Then for 600 people, say X days. We'll put it in tabular form. What is the common here? Common here is stock of grain. Stock of grain. Here is people. Here is days. For 4,000 people, this stock of grain lasts up to 30 days. When there are 6,000 people, how many days this grain of stock of grain will last? So when there are less people, more days are there for the grain of stock. But when the number of people gets increased, definitely the stock of grain will get reduced. So this is a inverse proportion. This is a inverse proportion. So 4,000 into 30, so is equal to 6,000 into x. So therefore 4,000 into 30 will carry this 6,000 here. So it will get divided by 6,000 is equal to x. This 3 0 will get cancelled. 6 1 is 6, 6 5 is 30. So the answer will come here 200. 6,000, sorry, 4,000 and 6,000. This 4,000, not I have taken one more zero, so the answer will come 20. So the grain of stock for 6,000 people will last for 20 days. So how we will write the answer? So the grain of stock for 6,000 people will last for 20. So 600 people will last for 20 days. The grain of stock for 600 people will last for 20 days. So this is the answer of this question. Now we have solved all the 4 problems of practice set 38. This is all problems were based on inverse proportion. In earlier video we have solved all the problems related to direct proportion. Hope you have understood all these problems. As I told you earlier, direct proportion and inverse proportion. If you see in inverse proportion, we are multiplying these 2 factors, whereas in direct proportion we are taking the ratio, that is 4000 divided by 30, because here all the 2 things are in inverse proportion. When people gets increased, number of days will get. So this is the inverse proportion. Direct proportion we have solved it earlier. So this is the end of practice set 38. If you have any problem, if you have any comment, if you have any suggestion, please send all your comments in my comment box. Now before ending this video, I would like to remind you again that please subscribe my channel and like and share my videos. Ask your friends also to share my videos. So please subscribe my channel. I have tried to solve all the problems of practice set 37 and 38 so that you can have a clear understanding about all those problems. Hereafter also I will take all the practice set individually. I will solve all the problems of practice set, and while solving all those practice set, if you have any query, so hereafter also, as I told you, I will take all the problem of all the practice set. So as usual, I am requesting you to please subscribe my channel and like my channel. Thank you.